So at this time, we are in the gathering phase of the moon. And the gathering phase is where we move into an experience of acting as if. And it's very important that we understand with the moon work that we are working with our subconscious, right? And that's why therapists don't really work, because they're not getting into your subconscious. Like I've gone to therapy, I've worked as a therapist, I've done coaching where I've been able to just talk with people and do listening and all that sort of stuff. I have a master's degree in spiritual psychology. I've studied all this sort of stuff, but it doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't really, when I say it doesn't work, I mean it doesn't get you the results, the long-term results, because the patterns have to be changed in the subconscious. And only you can recognize what's going on in your subconscious, that internal voice that you have running in the back of your head, that when you're in the shower, that internal voice that's planning or worrying, when you're washing dishes, that internal voice that's, cussing your coworker out or yelling at your children, when you're driving, that internal voice. This is the voice that really does create your reality, right? And that is the energy that we want to harness with the moon work. And you cannot do that any other way unless you're doing some sort of practice that allows you to go inside and get clear about what you're feeling. So we are in the waxing crescent phase of the moon right now. It is the acting as if. And if you, like I have noticed for me, like in my life, that I don't want to act as if, because I'm afraid that I'm not going to really get what I want. I'm afraid that I'm going to look silly. I'm afraid that the universe isn't going to grant me what I desire. I'm afraid that people aren't going to like me. So it's the moon work that helps you see those things inside of yourself. Like, what is it? What are the stories you're really telling yourself about your lover? Like, oh, if you're inside of yourself saying, I don't like my body, I don't feel good today. So when you show up in an experience with a lover, you're going to be holding back. You're going to be judging yourself. You're going to feel like they don't like you. It's only the moon work that'll help you understand this sort of stuff. One of the things that I have figured out in my work, like in my parenting, like I don't like telling people what to do. I do not like telling people what to do. Even a child, my child, I don't like telling them what to do. It shows up in the courses that I teach. Why? Because there's some aspect inside of me internally that I've discovered that feels, that doesn't have confidence, that feels like I'm being bossy, that feels like I'm going to overpower people. But it's the moon work that has helped me get to that subconscious energetic inside of me. And so now that I can see those things and clear them out the way, now I can move into what my real power is. So in the waxing crescent phase of the moon, and the moon is in Leo, I get to focus on my creations, right? What am I creating? And play and having fun and coming to it from a different perspective than I have in the past, without the resistance, because I've cleared that. And that is what the moon work does. So today, the moon is in Leo and it's in the waxing crescent phase. And so that means it's time for you to focus on your heart. It's time for you to focus on the desires of your heart and what's going on inside of your heart. And if you are in fear and worry and doubt, you need to get into the moon work. You need to register for this work right now, because this is the work that's going to help you dig into those things and do what you need to do in order to remove them. Because every phase, I'm coaching you through this process so that you can see who you are without judgment, with love. Like I've seen every part. I've seen the part of myself that lies. I've seen the part of myself that's afraid. I've seen the part of myself that's jealous. I've seen the part of myself that judges others. I've seen the part of myself that feels superior. I've seen the part of myself that feels less than. And because I'm doing the moon work, there's no judgment in any of it. And I get to come to it from a place of looking at it. Oh, well, how does this jealousy work inside of me? What is it doing? Oh, it has me in my head competing with my friends. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I need to fix that. That is the power of the moon work. You're not going to get that anywhere else. You're not going to get that anywhere else. And you're not going to be able to get that from anyone else, because that is That's my life's mission. I'm your moon mama, your moon minister. So today I encourage you, I need you to sign up go to my link tree, sign up for a natal chart reading or a new moon reading. And I'm going to do like 40 readings, but between now and next week to help people get clear about what are the things that are keeping them entangled in their shadow so that they can do the work to heal it and move it. And then I need you to register for the moon course. And if you want to register now, it's $57 and it'll be that. It won't change. If you register at $57, it'll stay $57. But in a month or so, it's going up to $97 and you won't be able to come in at a lower rate. So if you want it, get it now and you will be able to learn how to do this work. It is the best work ever. It is life-changing. Why? Because the moon pulls the water on the planet, and the water governs our emotions, and water is alive, especially if you're a woman. This work works for men as well as women, but if you are a woman and your emotions, like we are governed by our emotions, and we should be, but most of us don't know how to use them, and I'm going to teach you that. So my name is Monique Ruffin. I'm your moon mama. Please register with the Moon Manifestation System or for a new moon reading or a natal chart reading. Today is Friday. I don't know what's the date in this moment. I think it was Friday the 7th. Today is Friday, June the 7th. A friend of mine asked me to say the date. The moon is in Leo. You want to use this energy by going into your heart and seeing what your heart is telling you. And if your heart is heavy, if your heart is blocked, if your love isn't flowing, if your creative ideas aren't flowing, call me. Reach out to me and I can help you move the energy and I can help you learn how to do it on a daily basis. If you're not practicing on a daily basis, you are not going to transform this. Your spiritual work has to be your daily work, your daily practice, in order to really have the benefit of it. So this is part 2 of the video that I did a few minutes ago. I got a phone call and somebody in the call ended it. So this is part 2. So make sure you listen to both videos. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.